some work done around Home Sweet Home.
Oh, I got a long to-do list. Andrew DiPaolo's been checking it all out this morning. He's handier right now.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Krista. Yeah, I'm live right now at Handyman Hardware in Austin Town. Temperatures this weekend getting close to 90 degrees, so I felt it was appropriate to talk about winter. Naturally. We're joined here by Kevin Mullick. He's the store manager at Handyman in Austin Town. You guys have been here for about 15 years, locally owned store, family owned store. We talked a little bit about fall. Now we're talking a little bit about winter. Daylight saving time ends November 5th. What do you need to worry about in your home to kind of be prepared and check on as we head into the winter months?
Well, with all the daylight saving times, when it begins and ends, I think they recommend that we should be doing fire alarm maintenance. So batteries, and these things are only good for 10 years. So if you got a smoke alarm that's over 10 years old, I'd be replacing it. Fire extinguishers are good to have to check to make sure they're in date. And there's even new, little more less intimidating type that...
These are neat for your car, right?
Yes. And again, a lot less, it's not like you're pulling a grenade pin on the old style. And prime time to fix up your furnace.
When do you need to change your furnace? When should I head down to the basement and kind of be worried about changing it, coming up here and grabbing a new one?
Well, some furnace fillers go for 30 days. A lot of these high efficiency ones can go 6 months to a year even. If you have a humidifier that puts the humidity back in, there's a pad in there that does need to be replaced. Thermostats, they get dusty inside, and 10, 15 years later, they're not as accurate as they used to be.
And there's a size on this. Where can we find the size of our air filter? Because they're all different sizes.
And they're definitely usually on the package itself. If you came in and said, I need a 16 by 25 furnace filter, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 6 inches.
Yeah.
So there are lots of, and they need to fit tight. It needs to be a proper.
Okay.
It's not high efficiency if air's leaking around it.
All right, so let's go over to what you can do for your car, maybe for around your house when it comes to those winter months. You have gloves over here, you have an ice scraper, you've got a bunch of different stuff.
We're definitely going to be getting into car prep. So, get in the de-icing windshield, get the gloves ready, get your snow scraper ready, your de-icers, but your house also. Here at the hardware store in the plumbing section, we are constantly helping people replace outdoor spigots because they freeze. Some of these better frost-free ones, the water actually gets turned off way back in here inside the house instead of out here. Now, if you still do have an old style one, these little frost protectors slip over the outside of your house and gives it a little extra cushion to keep the older style ones from freezing over. And windows, they're drafty, so you got some insulating kits, some good caulking for around all gaps and seams around windows, and even back to the freezing pipes to apply this now and have it ready to go, or for your gutters and eaves. Who wants to put it up in the middle of winter? We should be applying this now so that when the first snow hits, plug it in, we're ready to go. And that'll keep your roof clean.
Exactly. You don't want to climb up there in the middle of winter. You want to prepare. The last thing you need is a leaky faucet, a leaking pipe to flood your basement. That is bad news when it comes to the winter months. All right, give us that address one more time. Where are you guys located?
We're here at 4351 Kirk Road, and that's on the corner of Kirk and Raccoon in the plaza with good old Ruley Brothers, Big Lots, the Dollar Tree, and of course us.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. It's where I come to get my professional opinions. Like I said, I'm not the handiest person in the world, but when I come here, you make me a little more handy. So
I feel like you know what you're doing.
I try a little bit. But for now, we're going to send it to two more handy people, Krista and Steve. Over to you.
He is an expert now. Don't let him fool you. He has learned so much this morning. He's good to go. All right. Coming up tomorrow on WFMJ Weekend Today, my typical show. On Saturday, we're finding out what the East Palestine City Park has on tap for fall, including